So the Community Renewables program, its mission is to help fund community solar projects in Rhode Island and to help expand the adoption of solar accessibility for Rhode Island residents. And that's where, traditionally we have our grant program available where there's property owners and they want to own the solar system. So usually it's on their roof or it's on their backyard, it's on their lawns, near their house. So what the Community Renewables program does is it helps to fill in the gap on those who cannot go solar due to maybe bad shading on the roof or financially as well. There's a big, high cost into being a direct owner of a solar system. There's also, maybe they're a renter, they're not an owner. So in this way, Community Renewables allow for people to go solar. The way that the grant works is you'd have to be a National Grid, you have to be under National Grid's territory for your utility. From there, you have to be a residential customer. And what we do is we fund the grant in two separate ways. There's two different rate codes in the utility bill under National Grid. One being the basic residential rate code of A16, and we fund a flat rate grant of $300 per subscriber for that. And the second one is a rate code of A60, and that's the low to moderate income LMI rate code, and we give $500 per subscriber for that. The grant amount would go directly to the solar developer company that is working with your community solar bill. So what they will do is use that grant to pass on the savings for you and pay off your bill in a bill credit method. So usually what happens is in community solar you receive two bills. One is your standard utility bill from National Grid, and the other one is a bill from the community solar company. And what it does is it counters each other, and usually you would see a savings of 10% on your utility bill. So with our grant, you would have the company use that amount to offset the community solar bill that you have for an X amount of time. It depends on how much your bill is. So that'll be the type of savings that we give out to the subscribers. For the Community Renewables program, a qualified developer would have to go through the National Grid Community Remote Net Metering program. So they would have to enroll first through National Grid, get the approval, and then they can apply for the Renewable Energy Funds program of the Community Renewables. So there is a cap under the National Grid's Community Remote Net Metering program. It's a 30 megawatt program. And so whoever was approved under that 30 megawatt is in the system and they're ready to go. So right at this moment, they closed out because it maxed out at the 30 megawatts. So we're only working with those developers that are under that approved National Grid portion. And there may be additional megawatts added in the future, and then there can be more developers that can come in.
Okay.
And through that process, subscribers can see who's in the market and who's available. So we're working with the Office of Energy Resource in marketing and helping to promote community solar in general in the state, and to have these developers collaborate with us. So this program, it's a rolling basis. So we have an allocation at the moment for $600,000 to give out as grants. So once that grant amount is maxed out, then we'll have to reevaluate the program's funding. But for right now, that's what's available. So as long as there's applications coming in, it's a rolling basis. First come, first serve.